Hello, and welcome to the GBC Productions channel. This is episode 60. In this video, we are back under the hood of my station wagon to do some routine maintenance. I'm doing a coolant flush. I'm overdue for a coolant flush. I cannot remember the last time I did one. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some coolant out of the radiator in order for me to pour in a coolant flush radiator cleaner. I'm going to go look for my suction gun in order to pull some of this coolant out of here. Alright, I looked around, I could not find the suction gun, so I'm going to have to go with a different method to lower the coolant. I'm going to go to the drain plug and drain some out. Just a note of caution, this is a plastic radiator, and on any radiator, be very careful with your drain plug. It's kind of tricky to see. I'm going to go find a light. Okay, you can kind of see down here, but I'm going to pull the air cleaner box off so you can see a little bit better. You can see the transmission cooler line there. Now, what I was saying earlier about the drain plug, sometimes it'll stick on plastic radiators. If you suspect it's going to break, it's better to just undo the lower radiator hose to drain it. Alright, here's a little bit better view of the drain plug. It's sitting right below the transmission cooler line, right under the tip of my finger. So I'm just going to use a tool to carefully open that and drain a little bit of coolant out. I'm not going to be able to film it because of where it's located. Here's the radiator cleaner I'm using. This is by Prestone, not a sponsor. Now the instructions say to drain the radiator, fill it with water, add this to it, and run it. I'm just going to add this to what I have in there. And now we're going to let it warm up. So now at this point, I'm just going to let the engine run and warm up. Wait until the thermostat opens. That way I know it's circulated and thoroughly cleaned everything. Then it's time to go on to the next step. Okay, the cleaner has circulated through the system. The car is warmed up. I am draining the radiator at this point, and I have put the radiator cap back on. Now the reason I put it on is so it will pull the coolant out of the reservoir. Now once I hear it starting to pull air into the reservoir, I can actually take the cap off. And now I'm just going to let it drain the rest of the way. While I'm waiting it to drain, I can inspect the radiator cap. I can look at the rubber, look for cracks. I can even pressure test it if I want to. This cap looks to be in pretty good shape. By visual inspection, I will run a pressure test off camera. Here I have my radiator funnel hooked up to the radiator, and I'm going to add a BG Universal Coolant Additive. Again, not a sponsor, but I'm going to put this in first. Then I'm going to put in my pre-mixed 50/50 conventional coolant. Now I'm just waiting it to glub its way in, and then I'm going to add some more. The coolant I'm using is just conventional 50/50 green stuff by CarQuest. Now I'm just going to monitor the temperature gauge. I'm waiting on the thermostat to open. The radiator fan will turn on when it comes up to the horizon, right at about 220. Alright, at this point, the cap is back on, the reservoir is filled, the fan has cycled on and off, so I know the thermostat's open, the hoses are warm. We are finished. Don't forget to subscribe for more, mash that like button, and comment below. Until next time, this is Uncle D from GBC Productions, signing off.